Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for returning. For anyone that is new, welcome. My name is Paula, and today we are going to be doing my end of the year unstuffing to see how much I was able to save in the 3 months that I have been cash budgeting. So let's go ahead and get right into it. As I go ahead and empty out my binders, I will be doing a little story time about where I've been for the past 2 weeks, just to update you guys about what happened after I posted that community post about being in the hospital. So let's go ahead and get started. So I'm just gonna take the money out and we'll count it at the end. And we'll just do a bulk count. So that's what we'll do. First binder here is going to be my personal sinking funds binder. So let's go ahead. Okay, so boom, it's December 15th and I'm at my OB's office for my glucose test. The nurse does my vitals and hold on, let me figure out 1, 1, 5, 10. Okay. Okay, so the nurse does my vitals and mentions my blood pressure is a little high, but gives me the sugar drink and starts my time for the glucose test pretty much. Just ones. Okay, so I drink the drink and go and collect a urine sample and then sit in an exam room. The doctor comes in and she's like, so your blood pressure is elevated and it is suggestive of preeclampsia because we also found protein in your urine. She was like, it's very strange that at 26 weeks, you already have symptoms of preeclampsia. And because it's happening so early, you need to be triaged at the ER, which is a few buildings down, right? So she was like, you need to be monitored over a few hours so we can make sure it's manageable and not as severe as I think it is. She was like, honestly, the glucose test is of my least concern right now because having preeclampsia this early is nothing to joke about. But she was like, you have 20 more minutes for the test. So if you want to go ahead and do that, we can go ahead and do that because when you get triage, you're going to need to draw more blood anyways. So it's either you get poked during triage or you get poked now and at triage as well. So I opted to do both because I was like, I want to get this, the gestational diabetes test out the way. Like, I don't want to have to drink this drink again. Let's just go ahead and draw my blood and then I'll go get triaged at the ER. So that's what I did. So once the glucose test was done, I went to the ER, they triaged me in labor and delivery. And that was probably like a 3-hour process, where they periodically checked my blood pressure and, did fetal monitoring as well as collected another pee sample. So after that happened, all of the data that they got, they ran the pee through their longer ratio process. And the nurse was like, the doctor's going to come speak with you. She's just finishing up with her last patient. I was like, well, can I go get some food in the cafeteria? Like, I'll come back. I'm just really hungry because at this point it's like 4 p.m. and my original appointment was at 10. So I'm like super hungry at this point. It's been all day. So, the nurse was like, no, they found more protein in your pee. I think she's going to admit you and that may affect what you can eat. I was like, admit me? Like, what? Like, stay in the hospital? That don't make no sense. And I have a biomechanics test due at 11:59 tonight. Like, I can't be staying in the hospital. Like, if I stay, like, is your internet good? Like, I need to finish my test. So, the doctor comes back in and she was like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and admit you because the threshold for preeclampsia is 300. You shouldn't have the ratio, like total, when they do the numbers and stuff, it shouldn't be over 300. Tell me why this lady was like, your number is at 4,000. Like, we need to monitor you and the baby, because this should not be happening this early. And because it's happening, things can change rapidly and get critical really fast. She was like, honestly, I'm not even going to lie to you. The possibility of you delivering in the next couple of days to weeks is 95%. All I could do was gasp, y'all. I was like, deliver? Like, no, like I'm at the tail end of 6 months. Like, nobody is delivering right now. Like, nobody is delivering a 2-pound baby. Like, that's not going to work for me. That was not in the birthing plan. That's not gonna work. So anyways, she was like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and run some more labs. We're gonna do a 24-hour P, and then I'm gonna have to have the high-risk OB come and talk to you tomorrow, but you need to get the steroid shot to mature her lungs faster, just in case we need to deliver you soon. So that night she lets me eat. So yeah, that night she's letting me eat because we're just monitoring everything for right now. So boom, the next day comes. The high-risk doctor comes in and is like, okay, if the number for the 24-hour P improves, we might be able to send you home and manage your blood pressure with just some medication. I was like, okay, great. Like, that sounds good, because yeah, ain't nobody delivering a 2-pound baby. Like, I'm going to make it to term. Thank you. Okay. So, yeah, at this point, she was like, your number just really can't be over 10,000. Like, the equivalency of the protein creatinine ratio, like, it can't be over 10,000. So she was like, that's severe leakage of the protein of your kidneys, blah, blah, blah. So at this point, you know, my blood pressures are like, you know, 140s over 90s, and the goal was to not be around 160 over 110. If the top number went over 160, it was severe. If the bottom number went over 110, it was severe. So we don't want to be around there. So we're doing good right now. So yeah, we're doing good right now. And what happened? So yeah, so we're doing good right now because the blood pressure is not critical. We just have some protein in the pee, you know, that could be a, you know, yeah. So we're just doing testing right now. It could be a couple of things, whatever. So, the 24-hour P finally comes back the next day. The doctor comes in and she's like, yeah, so your protein level is at 9,700 out of the 300. So it went from 4,000 to 9,700. So it doubled. So at this point, people are starting to really kind of, like, the doctors, nurses, ultrasound techs are in and out of the room all day and all night, like, really monitoring me and baby. Like, this is getting very, very serious because your number shouldn't be that high, right? You're close to critical. 10,000 is not what you're trying to be over. But I was like, you know, I didn't really pee that much in that sample, so maybe if I just drink a lot of water and my kidneys are able to filter it, you know, less protein in the pee, I don't know. So that's what I was trying to do. So they were like, your protein is still going up. We're going to keep you over the weekend. You're already admitted. We want to make sure that nothing happens crazy over the weekend and blase, blase. So we're going to do another 24-hour pee pretty much. So by this time, it's Monday. This is the second 24-hour P, right? The doctor comes in, it's like 10, maybe 11 a.m. She's like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and transfer you to the bigger hospital. We're gonna need to transfer you downtown, because this is not good. Like, it's pretty much done at this point. She was like, your protein in the last 24-hour pee, I was confident in this 24-hour pee because I was like, I done peed a lot. There's a lot of water in there. Dilute that. There shouldn't be as much protein in the pee. There just should not be that much protein in the pee at this point. She tells me, your number is 23,000. 1,000 out of the 300 that it should be. She was like, your kidneys are basically failing. You should not be leaking that much protein into your urine. Your kidneys are supposed to filter all of that stuff. It's not supposed to leak it. It's supposed to filter it. It's supposed to work properly. It's not working properly. You need to be transferred. You are high risk, period, at this point. I'm flabbergasted. I was like, I'm not understanding. She was like, yeah, we're going to go ahead and transfer you to the bigger hospital downtown because they can accommodate your baby. Our NICU isn't rated for 26 weekers. And if you deliver here, y'all would be separated and she would need to be transported in a helicopter right after birth to the hospital downtown anyways. So mind you, this is day 5. This is Monday of me being hospitalized. And no, I'm not being discharged. I'm being transferred via an ambulance. Like, they're like, we need to make sure that you get to the other hospital in an appropriate time and fashion because this is not a joking matter. End of story. So, yeah, I'm just super confused because I'm like, I wasn't really trying to go downtown. The hospital that I was at was 10 minutes away from my house. It was a very nice hospital. I was like, but my baby's doing good though. Like, she's doing really good. She is super active. She's feisty. The nurses are loving having to chase her around. Like, it just is what it is. But literally my body was giving out. Like, my body was like, girl, pregnancy is not for you. Like, I can't handle this and it's not going to work anymore. Like, it's just not going to work anymore. So yeah, all I could do at that moment was just cry. Like, I just cried to the nurse. The nurse was very, very sweet. I just cried to her. I was like, I don't understand how my number is so high. Like, this doesn't make sense. Like what is causing this? What is the problem? I was like, I thought 10K was the max. Like, I'm confused how I'm double the max. Like, how is that possible? I thought 10K was the max. How are we double that? And y'all are telling me that I now have to deliver a 2-pound baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I was trying to do, like, at all. So, like, I just wanted to go home and rest until, like, her due date. Like, I was like, bro, like, I don't feel crazy. Like, they're asking me, do you have a headache? Do you have epigastric pain? Do you have blurred vision? I was like, no. Like, I don't have any of that stuff. Like, what is going on? Like, why is my blood pressure so high? Like, what is the problem? Like, I'm confused. But the nurse was like, there's nothing you could have done. Like, preeclampsia just happens. And it's like how your body is reacting to the pregnancy. And it just thinks that something is wrong. And it's just going about it, like, the wrong way, pretty much. So anyways, I come to terms with the fact that I'm being transferred downtown. And I'm still thinking, because at the beginning they're like, yeah, you know, we're just kind of gonna, like, monitor you. So I'm thinking, you know, okay, I'll go downtown and they'll monitor me for, like, I'll stay a month in the hospital and then deliver at 7 months, blah, blah. Because I'm like I said, I don't feel like in danger. Like, I don't feel like my body is about to shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel that way. And I don't have these other symptoms y'all keep talking about. But why is my blood pressure high though? Like, how do we get this down? Like, why is the medication not working? Because I was on medication to try and lower my blood pressure. My blood pressure was not lowering though. So I'm just like, okay. Anyways, this is my daughter's binder. So we're in her sinking months next. So yeah, I come to terms with that and they transfer me. So I get to the other hospital, and at this point, these people are not letting me eat. Like, they're not letting me eat at all. So instead of letting me eat, the OB surgeon is like, yeah, we need to put you on magnesium. Because the magnesium is going to help protect you from stroke and seizures, and protect your baby from cerebral palsy as well. Because I'm thinking we're going to have to deliver you. Like, soon. Like, soon. He was like, we're definitely looking to deliver you via C-section the next couple of days, period, end of story. Like, that protein and your blood pressure's creeping, it's pretty much inevitable. Like, it's going to happen. Okay. So yeah, it's pretty much gonna happen. So he was like, ultimately, you know, we want to keep baby in as long as it's safe for both of y'all, but that blood pressure is getting critical. And I'm going to send in a neonatal specialist to speak with you so you know what to expect when delivering a 26 weeker, a 27 weeker, because at this point, I was at 27 weeks in one day. Yeah, I was 27 weeks one day at that point. So yeah, the neonatal specialist comes in, and she was like, yeah, we are a level 4 NICU. We are more than capable of caring for your baby. We handle babies as early as 23 weeks. So it's really good that you were able to get the steroid shot for her lungs, and even better that you're having a girl, and you'll be looking around your original due date as an estimated NICU release date. So yeah, that was the current state of the situation. Like, you're about to have a NICU baby, pretty much. So anyways, that's at nighttime, because I was transferred around 3 or 4 or 5, something like that. So now it's like nighttime. They put me on the magnesium. I'm on blood pressure meds right now, and I'm in the bed at this point. So I'm in the hospital bed. They put a catheter in because when you're on magnesium, like, you're prone to falling, headaches, all kinds of stuff. And they're like, yes, we're gonna put a catheter in. We're gonna monitor you. If we can keep baby in for a couple more days, that's great. If your blood pressure does not spike, that's great. That's fine. That's fantastic. You know? So that's pretty much what it was. You know, if that pee lowers the protein, like if the protein in the urine is lower, because with the catheter at this point, they're doing another 24-hour pee. Pretty much. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on now. So boom, it's the next day. I've done pretty much 24 hours of magnesium. Head is hurting. I feel terrible. I'm just laid up in the hospital bed. It's like a dungeon in there. There was no window. It was miserable. And they kept the lights off because she was like, we need to keep your heart rate, your blood pressure down. Like, do not get on your phone. Don't be watching TV. The light kind of needs to be just down, like down. So yeah, so I was just sitting there at that point. So anyways, it's Tuesday. The doctor comes in, the on-call OB comes in, and he's like, so yeah, that 23,000 protein, yeah, that's impressive. And your blood pressures last night, I ain't like that. I ain't like the way those looked. And if somebody called me last night about your blood pressures, I would have delivered you last night. I was like, oh, okay. He was like, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and deliver you today. Your blood pressure's like, is done. It's done. It's all over with at this point. Blood pressures, protein is over with. You're being delivered today. End of story. Very nice people, though. I'm being very blunt about it because that is just the moral of the story. Like, it was very, you know, matter of fact. These are surgeons, these are doctors, medical professionals. Like, you have to be delivered, period, end of story. They were very nice, though. Very nice. I had overall a good experience. It was just very... It's an experience I didn't anticipate it at all. I didn't think I was going to be dealing with that. But yeah, anyways, so within a few hours of him telling me that, you know, anesthesia comes in, they're like, yeah, we're gonna go ahead. Oh, well, the surgeon comes in and he's like, yes, we're gonna do a cesarean because inducing a mom in your condition, that's not gonna work. You're only 27 weeks. Inducing you for a couple of days, that's absolutely not gonna work. So we're going to do the cesarean. It's going to be a bikini cut, but because she's breech, because what else would she be doing? She's 27 weeks. She's small, so she's still moving around a lot. So she's breech at this point. He was like, we're going to have to do a traditional cut. So it's going to be up and down, up the belly button, up the middle of your stomach. of the uterus though, like inside the uterus part, not the incision into the body part. Sorry if that's triggering for you. I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, that's what it was. It was a bikini incision, but traditional or classic cut, whatever they called it, of the uterus to get her out. So yeah, that was his plan. Then you have anesthesia comes in. Yeah, we're gonna take good care of you. Boom, within the hour of that conversation, him letting me know what kind of procedure it was gonna be, I was prepped. I was in the OR. I already had the catheter in. Magnesium's good. We've already done 24 hours of that. Baby and I are protected. Great. So, yeah, I ended up in the OR, got an emergency C-section due to preeclampsia. So yeah, so it was a lot. It was a lot. It's still a lot to think about. It was an eventful 2 weeks. So my daughter, Honora, that's her name. I know some of y'all were asking like what her name was going to be. So her name is Honora. And she was born the evening of December 20th, 2022, at 27 weeks and 2 days gestation. She was actually able to cry once they got the stuff out of her mouth. It was so adorable. It was faint and cute. And because of that, they let me see her for a moment, because originally the neonatal specialist was like, yeah, you're not going to get that baby on the chest moment because, you know, she's so small that, you know, we're going to have to take her to the NICU as soon as possible. But because she was able to cry, she was breathing on her own, the doctor let me, I think it was a nurse or a doctor, the neonatal people, let me see her for a moment. I didn't get the on the chest moment, but they let me see her. She was super long, super tall. So yeah, she's about to be tall. So it was just really cute though. Like she was crying, it was faint. It was so cute though. But yeah, so that's pretty much the story. She's doing really well in the NICU right now. She will be in the NICU until like the neonatal specialist said around her due date. But she's doing really well. She's responding to everything that they're doing really well. So I'm very happy about that. It was just a lot though. I did not expect for that to be the way that my daughter was brought into this world at all. I didn't think she was going to be like nobody expects like prematurity like at all. That's just not something I was anticipating. I was like, I'm young, I'm relatively healthy. Like I don't see why there would be a problem with my pregnancy, but it happened so fast. It was a lot. So anyways, this is my short-term binder, just a couple of envelopes in here. So, yeah, I'm recovering well. I'm still on blood pressure medication. I'm in a stage called post-eclampsia. So there's still swelling and my blood pressure is still high, but I'm on medication like 3 times a day. And the OB was like, I don't see you having to, you know, it should work itself out within 6 weeks. You shouldn't have to be on medication longer than that. So that made me happy because blood pressure medication, that was too much. Like that, it's really scary. I'm just like, yo, I was like blood pressure, like all of this over some blood pressure, like blood pressure. And I'm just like, I'm young. Like I should not be having a blood pressure problem already. Like, so I'm like, yeah, I'm really needing this to just work itself out, because I'm like, I'm not trying to be taking blood pressure medication at 21, like a chronic issue, like every day, 3 times a day, blood pressure meds at 21. But yeah, so that was my 2 weeks away from you guys. It was like, wow. Like I'm still in shock. It was very overwhelming. All of it was very overwhelming. There's just so much coming at me at once. Yeah, so that was that. By the way, I didn't have gestational diabetes, and the test didn't even matter because I gave birth a couple of days after I even took the test. So I'm just like, wow. So taking that test didn't even matter, but I didn't have it. I was also able to finish my biomechanics final as well. So I was happy about that. I finished it the first night I was in the hospital when I thought everything was still cool and chill. So I'm glad I was able to do that. But yeah, so that was, like I said, that was my 2 weeks. It was very overwhelming. And yeah, that's life. That's how things have been. Anyway, so I've emptied out all of the binders, and we can go ahead and count. So let me figure out how I want to count this, because y'all know I'd be getting real confused trying to count this money. Okay, so I went ahead and got my calculator, and let's go ahead and start counting. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20. So we have 200. And then we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8. It's gonna be 280. So plus 280. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. It's gonna be 240. Sorry if the way that I'm counting is disturbing anyone. Y'all know I don't know how to count good. Okay. So let's see where we're at now, because that was 240. So we're at 720 now. Oh, period. What? Okay, so let's go ahead and count these fives. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. Okay, good thing we reset, because no. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 1. Plus 100. And then 10. So plus 10. Okay. So that's great. And then we just have a bunch of ones now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 46. Plus 46. Period. We're almost at 1,000. That's insane. Did I count this right? Oh my god, because I don't know. Because I'm like, I don't know if I have 1,000 in here. I don't know if I got 1,000 in here, boy. Maybe I do though. I'm gonna recount after this video and make sure. If it's wrong, I'll just let y'all know. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Let's just reset here. So plus 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 28. Right? Right? That's 28, right? Like I said, I'm gonna recount this. So that is $1,054 I was able to save in the 3 months that I've been cash stuffing, which is pretty good. I feel like that's decent for a college student that works just part-time. So I think that's okay for 3 months. So yeah, let me go ahead and put, I don't even think this is gonna fit in the little money bag that I have. I have a little money bag here. I don't even think it's gonna fit. Okay guys, I got it. We did it. We did it, period. Okay, so this is a good bank bag. This is fitting $1,000 in here. At the least, I feel like I could fit more if I needed to. Oh my gosh. Period. Okay. Okay, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. I want to especially thank those that liked or left a comment on my community post when I was in the hospital. I appreciate all the love and prayers I received from you guys. If you like this video though, or want to follow me on my journey, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I will continue to make videos, and I will be continuing to do that giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. I'm not gonna ask a question in this video. Just go ahead and leave some sort of emoji for me. And that'll just be that for, yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's all for that. But I am gonna continue making videos because at this point, there's nothing I can do. My daughter's in the NICU, she's doing well. That is completely in the hands of God and my guardian angels. So I'm going to keep doing what keeps my spirits up, because I feel like that's very important to do at this time, is just to stay positive. So yeah, and you guys, like I've told you before, I really don't think you guys understand the impact that y'all have on me. Y'all have really helped me get through my pregnancy in general. Just with all the love that you guys show me on this channel, I'm so thankful for each and every one of you, especially those that leave positive comments, like the video, all of that stuff. I am really grateful for how you guys have been treating me here in this community. So yeah, I'm definitely not going to disappear anywhere, but once I'm cleared by my doctor, I will be pretty much moving into the NICU, because they have like a rooming thing where you can go and stay with your NICU baby. So I will definitely be moving in sometime soon. But yeah, I will be, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out how I'm gonna continue to do all of this. But yeah, so that is it for this video. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, but that is all. Bye-bye.